What's up, dudes and dudettes? This is of course yours truly, LL here, and today we're going to be talking about top 5 VPN services that are accepting crypto payments, and also why in earth you should be using VPN as a crypto user. And there's this very relevant old interview on CoinDesk with JEET developer Peter Zilaki, hopefully I pronounced that right, and he talks about how Ethereum is revealing users' location data. So when we are interacting with light wallets, and that is like MetaMask, MyCryptoWallet, MyEtherWallet, and Infura, and all these types of things, that information, the IP address that is connecting to these extensions and these light wallets, is basically being broadcasted publicly. Also, when you're logging in with your MetaMask or Auto Wallet into Etherscan, Etherscan is also collecting all types of data through Google Analytics. There's also Discuss common extension, which is also collecting all forms of information. So every time you're connecting into different types of things, you are broadcasting your IP address possibly to that website, or that data is being broadcasted to there, which is collected by some other entity. So there's all types of trackers basically when you're interacting with all types of Web3 types of things. And this is obviously problematic, even if your wallet is not any way associated with a centralized exchange wallet where your identity might be, revealed. People may be able to figure out, or the local government may be able to figure out who you are based on your IP address information. And this is obviously not something that just exists on Ethereum. So this can be any light wallet on Solana, Tron, XRP, Polkadot, you name it. It can be anywhere, which is not using full core wallets, which nobody is basically using outside from Bitcoin, I guess. And obviously some hardcore developers and miners might use Ethereum core wallets, but most people use these Web3 extensions because they're easy to set up and they don't need to sync the full blockchain. So there's obviously benefits from using that core wallet in terms of anonymity, but then again, they are not really able to do things like interacting with Web3 most of the time. So there's obviously a solution for this by masking your IP, and you can do that easily with a VPN service, and that's what we're going to be talking about here today. Also, the second part which I want to talk before we talk about these 5 entries is that when you're doing payments, you're also giving form of data to that company. So you're doing a PayPal, credit card, whatever. If you have the ability to pay with crypto, you're also keeping at least partially, some of your data private. I mean, maybe some VPN services can know from which IP address their, application is being used or something, or maybe they don't keep any logs, depending on the service. But at least they will not know your, full identity. Maybe they get your IP, but they will not know your full identity if you're going to be having a payment through crypto. The first entry here is ProtonVPN, and they obviously are known from their Proton Mail, which is a very secure mail service. I really love it. It has its, downsides to it, which Google Gmail kind of offers, but Proton Mail is a very, very good service, and I really recommend it. It's, by the way, free, also has paid versions out of it. And they recently, or not so recently, did launch after their VPN service. And this is available on Linux, Android, iOS, and also on Windows. And one of the big highlights here, obviously throughout all the other services, is that they are based on Switzerland, and that's obviously outside of EU and US jurisdiction. They obviously are known from, keeping, their banker data, hidden and etc. And that's very good. So Switzerland are also not part of the 12 Eyes, and 12 Eyes is basically the network of, entities, or sometimes they're called Five Eyes. They're basically intelligence alliances which are like, sharing information of their users between each other. This is America, this is Canada, this is UK. And obviously people are using VPNs for different types of things. If you're just using VPN to, watch some other Netflix shows, they probably are not going to be caring. But if you're going to be doing payments, they might care more. So that's something to really, really think about. And actually 4 out of the 5 services in this list are actually outside of the 12 things. So these are pretty secure things. Now, the caveat here is, which ironically with ProtonVPN, is that you can get it. The pricing is $5 if you're going to be doing 2-year plan. 1-year plan is €6, and 1-month plan is actually €10. Now, there is no crypto payment when you sign in. So basically you have to sign in with a normal thing, but you're able to basically use Bitcoin to basically add more credits to that account. So if you don't have a problem of initially paying with PayPal and then adding more credits to your VPN address with Bitcoin in the future, then this is a very ideal solution for you. Obviously, it's going to be a downplay for some people watching this video who want to have the option to basically pay crypto from start to finish. But I thought I would be mentioning this because I kind of respect ProtonVPN. They seem ideologically very privacy heavy, and they're not part of the 12 Eyes, and it's a relatively cheap service at the same time. And next up we have TorGuard on the list, which is based on Germany, and this is a service that I've had a very long outstanding affiliate partnership with over the years. I mean, before I got into crypto, I was doing a lot of this affiliate stuff with VPNs. That's where I made most of my money. And TorGuard is a very excellent choice because they are offering actually very many different crypto payment methods. So if you have a lot of altcoins, TorGuard is an excellent choice. And we go into that in a second, but first I want to talk about the pricing, which is also very affordable because if you use code LightLiger, you're going to be getting a recurring lifetime 50% discount. So the anonymous VPN is only $5. This is like $6.50. This is like 15, and this is like, I don't know, like almost like less than $2 for anonymous email. So you can get a pretty nice sum of discount with my code on what TorGuard is basically offering. There's differences between obviously these VPNs, and there's like internal encrypted DNS and all of this sort of a very techie type of stuff. So people who know what they're exactly looking from a VPN service know exactly what I'm talking about here. So TorGuard is a lot more affordable. It's very low key. It's not really that mentioned, but it's one of the 2 or 3 VPNs that I've used most in my life. And it's a good application, and I think they have also like a fair amount of different servers. Obviously go through them and look those first before you're making a purchase, but definitely very good. Now in terms of the payment methods, they do have direct Litecoin and Bitcoin payments, but they also have option through coin payments. And coin payments offer so many different tokens. We have Beam, we have Cardano on Binance chain, we have Litecoin, we have Cloakcoin, Crown, all of these shit coins from the olden times, Ether Classic, Kamado, Pivax, Qhash, Qtum, Ravencoin, Solana, Syscoin, Tron, Vertcoin, Waves, Nem, Monero, Vert, Zcash, Horizon, Ripple. A lot of privacy coins for those who are really into those. And so a lot of different options here to go through coin payments. So people who don't want to pay in Bitcoin, you have the coin payments option here. They also have PayPal, credit cards, yada, yada, yada. But definitely a very, very, very good option out there. Next up, we have NordVPN, probably the most known VPN, and obviously something that I've also used for a very long time. And they are also have like some type of a discount going on, and they also do offer crypto payments. They are, at some point they were like blacklisted from Netflix. That's one of the biggest things that I used VPN for most of the time as a normal user, but obviously now that I'm using more crypto, it's very important for me to, secure my IP address and all that type of stuff. Well, let's jump into the actual payment methods here and the actual things. And obviously they have done a lot of like these YouTube partnerships, and who knows, I might have one at some point as well. But 2-year plan currently 0.49, but a 1-month plan is 10.49. So that's more expensive than TorGuard, for example, for 1-month plan. But let's just take that one and see what type of payment methods we have here. Cryptocurrencies currently through the CoinGate. Let's just put a random email there and see what these are. It shows Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Let's see if there's actually some other options through CoinGate right now. But yeah, okay, there's Cardano, there's Binance Coin, there's Litecoin, Tron, Doge, Tether, Bitcoin Cash. DAI, Shiba Inu, Binance USD, Nano, Bitcoin Vault. I don't even know what that is. XRP. Okay, there's a lot of blacklisted here. So you can only pay with them if you're going to be taking a bit of a bigger package or something. But another very great service because they're accepting a lot of different things. Obviously needs to be mentioned that NordVPN did get hacked. So some of the data, I don't remember what data was. It was probably email data that was leaked out. And this was probably 2 years ago or something, when this happened. But like nobody lost their money or anything, but that obviously is a security issue, and people who are like super extreme, strict about having shit like that happen, maybe don't want to use NordVPN. So that's why it's great to have these other alternatives there. Next up, we have another very high-ranking VPN service here, and that is ExpressVPN. Personally, I have not used ExpressVPN. I personally just worked with them as an affiliate, and they are like second largest or sometimes largest. They're very like tight, toe-to-toe with NordVPN in terms of their popularity and like how they work and how many people are using them. And 160 different locations, 94 different countries. Is that in North Korea there? And unlimited bandwidth. But in terms of the payment methods, let's go into the plans and pricing. Okay, this is going into Finnish. Let me change that into English so everybody can understand what is being broadcast here. So once again, they have $9.99. Or actually 12.95, so they're a bit more expensive here if you're going to be going for the 1 month plan here, but these 12 months plan will give you 3 months for free, so that's a 15-month deal, which actually is not too bad for a month, but sadly they are only accepting Bitcoin through BitBay, so you only have the Bitcoin payment method here with ExpressVPN as a service. And 30 days risk-free, you can get your money back. Does this apply to crypto? Not 100% sure. And will there be some withdrawal fee? Because it's Bitcoin, obviously, that we're talking about here. But a bit more expensive unless you're going for these big plans here. But another VPN that you basically good to go with. Oh yeah, I did forget to mention that NordVPN is in Panama. And ExpressVPN is based on, where do we see that actually? FAQ, but they are also out of the 12 eyes. I think they are in some other. Where are they? Where are you guys headed? Okay, we're gonna Google this. Where is ExpressVPN based? British Virgin Islands. That is a kind of like they have their own restrictions and laws and shit like that in there, but it's kind of like in the Five Eyes, like kind of low key. So you gotta be worried about that. Okay, and then we have our last entry here, which is called CyberGhost, and this is actually having probably one of the cheapest plans here for a 3-year plan. So there's a lot more commitment here, but it's only €2 per month. And basically, I believe that they are offering only payments through Bitcoin as of right now. So this would be 77 euros right now as a payment. CyberGhost also is out of the 12 eyes. They are kind of like I think they're based in Romania, or was it Bulgaria? Well, either one of those Eastern European countries, and they talk about having high anonymity. That's kind of like their focus here as a VPN service. No logs, unlimited bandwidth and traffic, highest possible VPN speeds, IKE version 2, WireGuard protocols, up to 7 devices simultaneously. That's something you want to also look into. How many devices you can link your VPN package is very important, so something to look into. Now that's kind of my rundown of these 5 VPN services. It obviously needs to be mentioned. There is affiliate links here. I'm going to be profit from this, and I'm okay with that. But obviously, if you want to support my work, you want to look into VPNs. Now there are also crypto-based VPNs. I'm going to be doing a separate video about those, talking about them, because decentralized VPNs work differently, and there's different type of a security angle to them, how they basically operate. So they seemingly seem more private, but in some ways they are not, and perhaps there's some ways also a lot more security risks, but those are going to be a lot more popular down the line. But we're going to be talking about those in another video. And also want to say that because most of those are free also, there's going to be a lot more blacklisted VPN addresses, which is always something you're going to be facing if you're going to be trying to always learn these free VPN things. So sometimes it's just better to get that very cheap VPN instead, which is not blacklisted, especially if you're looking to watch like Netflix or other types of stuff. But thanks for watching. I will be seeing you in the next video. Cheers.